Are these for us?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna
absolutely.
Enjoy those muffins.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead. I'll snatch one up. I'm gonna shove it.
Oh, Teddy. This is our dog, Teddy. You can kind of see him lying right back here.
Well, Mario wants to do a Golden Girls one, so I'm trying to see what kind of episodes, and yeah.
Between the Golden Girls, Designing Women, and The Nanny,
Yeah.
and Roseanne, I cannot decide which one I like more. I just like them all differently.
I've seen none of those.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Nanny.
Oh my god.
I haven't even seen Golden Girls. Like,
Well,
I've seen
that's
an
older.
episode.
How about Roseanne?
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to a fun episode of My Favorite Things. These are my friends. We have game night usually, but today we're gonna watch Designing Women, and me and Locke. This is Locke. we grew up on the show, yeah,
Yes.
but these two haven't. So
I've seen
let's,
some.
I
had to grow up on about a little.
Not a thing.
well, let's go down the line. So this is
Hi, I'm Mark.
and then Locke.
I'm Locke.
Hello, I'm Ben.
And these two are an item. They're yeah. Oh yeah, do it. Yes. And this is Mark.
Hello.
We're not an item, but he's a really good friend.
My husband is away right now.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
Yeah,
He's starring as Romeo.
he is Romeo right now.
Yeah.
So Mark's married to Romeo.
I always knew that.
So we're gonna watch one of Locke's, well, one of my favorite episodes too.
Yes.
Oh, Susanna. Locke, why don't you tell our friends a little bit of this episode?
I think this episode heavily features one of my favorite characters. I think she's a little underrated because she's supposed to be really bratty and really crazy. But Julia's sister.
Suzanne.
Suzanne
Delta,
Sugarbaker.
played by Delta Burr.
Yes. And in some ways, this highlights some of her kind of extreme qualities, but then it becomes so extreme that it comes back around to warm and endearing.
Yes.
And there's some really great, I think, heartfelt moments in this episode that I really like.
So let's show our friends Oh, Susanna.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I told you I don't want to talk about it anymore. Susanna, I don't think you have any idea of what you have just done here. Becoming a foster parent, even if it is for just a month, is a serious
The
responsibility.
hair.
Everything is big with lots of hairspray.
Big shoulders,
While we're
big
there,
hair.
Reese's partner, Burton Riffle, asked if we just might happen to know anybody who would like to keep a little Vietnamese boat child for a month. And he's representing his
Well, that's what they were.
Vietnamese boat child.
That's what we were. I mean, yeah.
So, how are you, Lisa?
That's me never
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Dear little one, I wish two things. To give you roots, to give you wings.
Aww.
My grandmother gave that to me when I was about your age.
What does it mean?
Well, it means... Well, it's a little hard to explain, but you'll understand when you're older. Come on, get to bed.
Okay.
Oh, honey, you can't wear that to bed. It's going to be uncomfortable to sleep in.
Well, please, I promise I'll be careful.
Oh, how cute.
All right.
But now you gotta lie on your back if you're gonna sleep in a tiara.
Not that I ever have.
Oh, Suzanne, of course you're famous.
Oh, Julia, just because I've enjoyed having Lacing around doesn't mean that I want to take her to race, for crying out loud. I mean, I have a very full life of my own as it is, thank you very much. Besides, haven't gotten that close anyway.
Oh my god.
I love it.
She's so proud.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The hair. Oh my God. Look at her smile. Yeah.
Wait, you see this? It's for me. You're gonna love it.
Oh gosh.
Do you know what that
I
is?
remembered what it was.
Nasty
Oh
children.
gosh.
Wow.
It's pretty disgusting, isn't it? Credit card for a kid? No, her limit is bear in mind.
Hello? Yes, Burton. Yes, as a matter of fact, Suzanne and Lee Sing are here right now.
You know what Lee's saying?
I have an ice cream sandwich over there in that refrigerator. Would you like to take it with you?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, ma'am. Bad manners are worse than having no money.
Wait, do you guys hear that line?
No, I missed it. I was listening.
Bad manners is worse than having no money.
Oh. I like them all.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes, I recognize the voice. I don't want to bring it back. I'll be right there.
Big sister, come to save the day. Look at the way she walks.
like she's about to.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Yeah.
Lei Sing's the first person who's ever loved me just for me. She's not the first. She's the third. What you mean, my ex-husband? No, silly. Mother and me. I didn't think you were cut out to be a mother. But you do something nobody else can do. What? I don't know what it is. Exactly. That you do.
Harsh.
I just know nobody else is doing it. If you truly love her, like you say you do, give her wings.
Well, yes, this is goodbye.
Thank you all again for everything.
Goodbye, Susan.
Goodbye. Go. Just go. You know, this is a beautiful card. We just might have to frame this. No one told me that you could draw so well.
I sing too.
No, what can you sing?
Lots of things.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I'm coming back from Alabama. The man shall on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry.
Not all the episodes are like this.
No. So that was a that was a very, very special episode.
Yeah.
Tugging at the heartstrings.
What did you boys think of that one?
I enjoyed it.
It was really good. I had not seen that one before.
Locke, how did you feel rewatching it?
I think he was up and crying like
I
3 times.
actually, me too.
Yeah,
I thought,
really sweet.
And I thought I've seen these episodes like a billion times.
Yeah.
But I was like, really, oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's the music at the right moments and really just brings it all back.
It's the 80s.
Yeah, they use the music well.
Is so the little girl that she adopts. Okay.
Yes.
She's played by Connie Liu, who at the time she was also in a show called Kids Incorporated that also featured Fergie and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's also a really good singer.
I've known other guys. I've looked in your eyes. But no matter where I go, you're the one for me, baby. This I know, 'cause it's
And
Wow.
and I've seen recent pictures of her. She still looks like that.
Oh, her face?
Her face still
Yeah.
looks like that.
She's just taller.
Yes. Oh, actually, maybe not even that.
Oh, that's sweet. That's
So,
sweet.
hi Connie Liu. I'm pretty sure if you're watching, hi Connie Liu.
Oh, it is really funny.
Oh, we're watching The Candidate next.
Ooh, great. I have a feeling that you two,
Yeah,
specifically Ben and Mark, will like it because it touches on politics.
Yeah, it's a very,
Yeah.
it's a very political episode.
I don't understand what all these women are complaining about. They rock the cradle, they control the purse strings, they rule the world. And now they want to revive the Equal Rights Amendment again. For what? So that they can destroy the American family. So that they can join the army, eat out of tin cans and carry an Uzi. Just doesn't make
Julia.
any sense.
I know.
Julie's eyes and the colors draining out.
This is how I feel.
Walk away.
alleges that you only hire attractive women to serve on your office staff. Now, what do you say?
I'm sorry, I just could not let this one pass. You all know you don't have to go with me if you don't want to.
Yes, we know, Julia, but when you kick somebody's teeth in, we like to feel that we're a part of it too.
It's great, just those one-line zingers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know someone who's not going to think Julia's so wonderful.
Who?
Wilson Pickett.
Wilson Pickett?
Hey, you know, that black guy with the bow bow tie. Where have you been, Charlene? I mean, that's what we're doing here.
Suzanne, his name is not Wilson Pickett. It's Wilson Briquette. Wilson Pickett's a black singer.
Okay, so I was close.
Well, how do you figure you were close? Because they're both black. You might as well have said Don King.
Who's Don King?
Who's Don King? You don't know who he is either.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. He's that guy who sings Tiny Bubbles.
Tiny Bubbles, Suzanne. Don King does not sing Tiny Bubbles. That's Don Ho.
Mary Jo!
Well, she just does this to drive me insane. It's like we're the Smothers Brothers, and she's Tommy and I'm Dick.
What is the matter? I don't know, Mary Jo. It's just Charlene. She's in here raving about Tiny Bubbles and calling herself Dick.
Hello? Why, Anthony? Oh, Anthony, thank you so much. Well, you're joking. Oh, no, that's preposterous. Well, oh, all right, well, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. Okay, goodbye. What was that all about? Well, that was Anthony calling on behalf of your Citizens' Rights group. I want to congratulate you. No. They want me to run for commissioner against Wilson Briquette.
Yeah. Send it right back.
Damn.
Look at them. Look at Suzanne can do her makeup, her hair.
It's like a NASCAR team.
Well,
Roll tape.
your color's good. You need to gloss your
Tape
lips
is
a little.
rolling.
Fluff,
Quiet.
hair, and
Quiet, please.
You're on the air with Weekend Forum, caller. You have a question.
By the way, you people listening in may be interested to know that flag sales in this country right now are at an all-time high.
Mrs. Sugarbaker?
I think the Pledge of Allegiance is wonderful, and so is the flag. You know, it's not an official American document. It was taken from a children's magazine.
Yes, but should reciting it be mandatory?
No, it should be a privilege.
And I just don't think I could vote for someone like Mrs. Sugarbaker, who is so obviously against school prayer.
You know, it warms my heart to hear a caller like this, because it gives me the hope that we are not going to allow the liberals of this country to take us down the pike again.
It was 30 years ago.
That's why this issue is coming out of the closet
changed.
and back into the
Same
classroom where it has always
Same
belonged
debate.
since this nation of ours founded.
Mrs. Sugarbaker?
Let me say once again that I am not against prayer.
Oh, these people are never against prayer per se. They're what I call 14% Christians. They go to church one day a week and spend the next 6 trying to keep morals and decent values out of our schools and government. The very two
I think there's a lot of people who
institutions
believe this.
that should
It's
be
very
instilling these
sad.
things into our young people to begin with.
Yeah.
I say there's a reason we call it one nation under God, indivisible. Maybe Mrs. Sugarbaker has just forgotten what that phrase was all about.
No, Mr. Briquette.
Yes.
I have not forgotten.
Thinking that you seem to have forgotten the phrase separation of church and state, but the one thing I did forget was just how divisive and dishonest and distasteful someone like you can be. I've sat here today and listened to you pander to these people, but you don't actually care about them, or you wouldn't be sitting here reinforcing their ignorance and prejudices.
You heard that, caller. She just called you ignorant and prejudiced.
I do not think everyone in America is ignorant. Far from it. But we are today probably the most uneducated, underread, and illiterate nation in the Western Hemisphere, which makes it all the more puzzling to me why the biggest question on your small mind is whether or not little Johnny is going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. I'll tell you something else, Mr. Briquette. I have had it up to here with you and your phony issues and your Yankee Doodle yakking. If you like reciting the Pledge of Allegiance every day, then I think you should do it. In the car, in the shower, wherever the mood strikes you. But don't try to tell me when or where I have to say or do or salute anything, because I am an American too. And that is what being an American is all about. And another thing, I am sick and tired of being made to feel that if I am not a member of a little family with 2.4 children who goes just to Jerry Falwell's church and puts their hands over their hearts every morning, that I am unreligious, unpatriotic, and un-American, because I have news for you, Mr. Briquette. All liberals are not kooks any more than all conservatives are fascists. And the last time I checked, God was neither a Democrat nor a Republican. And just for your information, yes, I am a liberal, but I am also a Christian. And I get down on my knees and pray every day on my own turf, on my own time. And one of the things that I pray for, Mr. Briquette, is that people with power will get good sense. And people with good sense will get power. And that the rest of us will be blessed with the patience and the strength to survive the people like you in the meantime.
Oh my God. This was, again, 30 years ago. And I don't see any difference. See? Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Well, it's in the land, right?
I landslides today.
This was, again, 30 years ago. And I don't see any difference. See? Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Well, it's in the land, right? Is there anything more you wanted to say about that, babe?
Oh.
Yes.
No, just... Yeah.
Yeah, it made you mad?
It made me angry that it's the same issue
It
that
is the same
we're
issue.
still doing.
Yeah.
This next one is called Foreign Affairs.
Oh my God, this one is just a lot more fun.
This one's a lot more fun. It's
This one again, I think really features Meshach Taylor as Anthony.
Yes.
And
So I'm glad you picked this one.
because I think he's one of those, again, underrated actors where he gets just a couple lines out and that's Anthony.
It's like-
that's all you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember a handful of episodes I saw that actually, I saw it when it aired. And this is the second episode I saw that was like, it was like new Designing Women. And I had to watch this one. The preview was so funny.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta watch this. And I still wasn't understanding the humor of Designing Women.
Yeah.
But, because I was like, how old was I? 8? When, or maybe not that young. I was probably like 13 when this episode came out. I wasn't really getting the humor, but I loved the characters. 86?
So I was 2.
Oh,
wow. I
Were
was
you
2
even
when the show
alive?
came out.
Were you even born?
But I definitely remember watching with my mom and my sisters and not really understanding why it was funny, but I loved the characters and I loved him. I loved Miss Anthony, Miss Judge Taylor's character.
He gets to display his like parody of other people.
Yeah.
His different voices, even props.
Yes.
More than the women do. And they do a different kind of comedy. And it's just it's a really fun thing to play.
Like Julia's sense of humor is very
dry,
yeah,
cutting.
so funny.
Oh my
It's
God.
So good.
Yes.
That kind of humor. It's like Niles from Frasier. Just
Yes.
That doesn't need all just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
It's the wording.
It's also like Dorothy from
Yes, it's like
Golden
Dorothy.
Girls. It's,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
It's just cutting.
It's very smart.
What is this?
Actually, it's an Arabian Nights jail bed.
Jail bed.
Oh, girl.
This jail stuff, it's supposed to be healthier for you to
Oh,
sleep
gel,
on.
not
Like,
jail.
it's
I'm like,
BDSM
is that the jail bed in Arabia? What the hell? I'll go there. Okay. They built in.
Beverly Hills One having a bed at the office. This is kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of like riding around on a big fake breast.
Look at this.
Look, while you were asleep, Suzanne became a poor person.
They ordered Consuelo Valverde to come down to immigration today at 1:30, and I'm Consuelo.
Excuse me for being nosy, but has it occurred to you that Consuelo is Spanish and you don't even have an accent?
No, hadn't occurred to me. That's a good point. You speak Spanish, don't you?
Thank you, Johnny. Remind me to return this favor someday.
Anthony, you could do that.
Oh my God, look at her.
This is down here.
Of course, she doesn't have to do it.
All right, darling, thank you for your advice. Okay, I'm
God.
Just for your information,
No
it
way.
is a federal offense.
To falsely represent yourself to any government agency punishable by fines and/or imprisonment.
Don't you worry, I'll pay your fine.
We also gonna go to jail for him?
Oh, he's not gonna go to jail because he's not gonna get caught.
And I'm gonna cry for a whole new reason. Isn't he great? He's like such a good sport.
Oh my God, he's totally doing. This is awesome.
I want you to sit down over here, and I'll tell you. Okay. By the way, your codes are falling down.
Have you been in residence at least 4 years?
Yes, I can prove it too. Have all her paycheck stubs. Or sometimes I paid her with old clothes, but I'm sure that counts.
I am
Sorry, my teeth are enormous.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You need to take this packet home, read it, fill out all the forms, and return them to me. Your appointment for the citizenship test is 2 weeks from today.
Oh, muchas gracias, una tremenda.
Providing everything pans out on the FBI check.
Did you say FBI check?
That's right. It's just routine. You don't have to worry. Unless, of course, you've been in prison.
What's keeping Suzanne and Anthony? Charlene, are you serious?
A 6-foot black man dressed like Hazel just left here with Suzanne. His co-conspirator to defraud and deceive the United States government, and you're wondering what's keeping him?
It's been 3.5 hours. I don't think you have to wonder anymore. I think it's pretty obvious. They are in prison.
No way, man. When they start bringing in the FBI, the deal is off.
We have a date to take the citizenship test, don't we?
No, we don't. I'm out of this. And I'll tell you something else, too. You can have your big old bra back.
Listen, I got you through the interview.
Well, then will you help me study for it?
Oh, yes, I will, Suzanne, but you have to promise to study very hard. This is nothing to fool around with. If you don't pass that test, Consuela could be deported.
Well, hey, how hard could it be? It's probably just stuff like who made the first American flag, and even I know that. Yeah? Who was it? Betty Crocker?
Betty
my God,
Crocker.
her face. Oh my God.
Charlene's got to be in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Come on, give it to me. Give it. This red and white. Oh, no. No, never mind. No, I can't. Calm down. You sure? Yes. You ready? Yes. All right. Kind of like being in your isolation booth, isn't it? This is to inform you that Consuelo Valverde. Yes, yes, yes! Thank you, Lord! To Miss Valverde, congratulations on your test results. I look forward to seeing you at the swearing in. Best regards, Julius Tremaine. Swearing in? What the hell's that? That's when you take the oath of citizenship before a federal judge, Suzanne. You didn't know about that? No. I knew that. I read it in your brochure. I can't read brochures. I can't go to any swearing in. Mr. Tremaine knows me as Suzanne Sugarbaker. He thinks Anthony's Consuela.
Oh.
Now you're going, that's fine.
Look, I'm not going, and that's fine. I'm not wearing a wig. I'm not wearing a bra. I'm not wearing any holes. I'm not going, and that's fine.
Yep. Of course. And look at how she dressed her up.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God.
Look like Alexis character.
Yes.
Dynasty.
Look, she's crying.
Like a proud mother.
Citizens of the United States of America.
Oh my God. Oh,
Wait, what did you think of that one, guys? That one was.
Oh my God, that was very
I forgot
funny.
how funny that one was.
Yes,
Oh my God.
I looked over and Ben was like full mouth laughing something. It was very funny. I love seeing that, babe.
We have one more called Mistrial.
Oh my God.
I think this is the best of the bunch.
Say the best
when it comes to. I think this is the one that made me want to keep rewatching these. I saw this one on Lifetime.
Hello.
How can we help you?
I have this address as the residence of Julia Sugarbaker.
Yeah, she's out right now, but she'll be back in a minute.
I'm from the county marshal's office. May I wait?
Julia, some kind of crook? That's between Mrs. Sugarbaker and myself. That'd be crazy. I mean, she's the most law-abiding person I know.
Oh my God.
Except when she mooned all those people at the fashion show.
Oh my God, I remember that.
She drove her car to that stand that sells porno magazines.
Oh my God.
Half the time she drove the getaway car when Anthony's brother stuck up the convenience store.
I'm from the Fulton County Marshal's office.
What is this regarding?
Well, I have a warrant here for your arrest.
You have repeatedly ignored summonses over the past 3 years ordering you to appear for jury duty.
I received a summons for jury duty 2 times. Both times I was unable to serve because of pressing personal business. My attorney sent letters. I was excused.
We have no record of this.
Well, I suggest you check again. I happen to be a very civic-minded person, and when I am called next for jury duty, I shall be glad to serve, just not this week.
I'm afraid it's going to have to be this week, and you're going to have to come with me. Standard procedure.
Well, I've never been treated this way in my life.
Oh, really? Not when you exposed your buttocks in public, or drove your car into a newsstand, or helped hold up a convenience store?
Damn, girl.
What are you doing here? I thought they put you on a jury.
That is correct. We're on recess for lunch. I just dropped by to get my reading glasses.
Well, I thought when you were on a jury, they put you up in a hotel with all the other jurors, you know, like a big slumber party.
No, Charlene, that's only in cases where there's so much publicity that jurors have to be shielded from newspapers and television. Thank heavens the whole thing should be over before Friday night, so I'll still get to go to my dinner. What is it, Mary Jo?
It's this column in the newspaper again with the weird stories. Listen to this. There's this sperm bank in Decatur that burned down. So they asked everybody who had assets there to come in and make a new deposit.
Mary Jo.
This is not a tacky story, Julia. It's just funny anyway. So that there's this one guy who says that he's so traumatized that his donation got burnt up in the first place that now he can't make any donations at all anywhere. So he's suing the bank. Isn't that crazy?
That's it. I want all of you to shut up right now, and not just because that is, in fact, an incredibly tacky story, but because that is my case.
Gosh, Julia, do you realize what's happened? I mean, you've heard about the case now outside of court.
I tried to get y'all to be quiet.
Well, you're going to have to disqualify yourself now.
Oh, no, I certainly am not. Because then I would just have to start all over, trying out as a juror for a new case, and I don't have time for that.
But, Julia, that's not right. I'm sure we've influenced you.
No, Charlie, you forget that. You have not influenced me.
I never listen to what you all say anyway. I don't even respect you, I promise.
Oh, my
So
God.
happy it just breaks my heart. Why? Because I'm going to turn around.
Oh, my God. You'll do the right thing.
I just wanted to thank you again for turning me in to the judge. Now the whole jury is sequestered till Lord only knows when, and I'm here in Motel Hell, sharing a room with a woman with no lips. Julia, I had to do it. We violated that law.
By the way, I don't think you're supposed to be making telephone calls. I'd hate to have to report this, too.
If you are so all-fired, hepped up about turning people in, I believe that you will find some overdue library books in my upstairs den. Why don't you just report them, too, and then maybe you'll get your merit badge.
Well, Girl Scout. Yes, I'm wrong. Yeah, well, you are and overwrought. If I missed my dinner with Jimmy and Rosalind Carter because of this, you're going to pay and pay big. I'm going to find you and hunt you down like a dog. I'm going to have you running through the woods in the snow with mud hounds trimming your clothes off. And remember, Charlie, I have your address. You'd be wise to ask yourself, do I know where my baby is?
God.
Cassie out these slips for the final.
Oh my God, Julia.
And I want to tell you right now, read my lips. Mark your slip wrong, and I will wrap it around a fried cheese ball and shove it down your throat.
You know, Charlene, about the only thing that's made me smile for the last 3 or 4 days is plotting my Texas chainsaw revenge on you. But I've been thinking about it, and I've decided that you just can't help it.
These came for you.
Well, what on earth?
I don't know. There's a note there.
We missed you tonight. We know how government service can be if you're out by 10 o'clock. We're having coffee at our hotel with a friend dropped by. It's already almost 10 o'clock. I'm just a wreck. I can't go.
Oh, Julia, come on, of course you can.
fun. And don't you worry, I've been to that hotel lounge. It's dark. So, you just go on down there, big sister, and you have a good time. Oh, I just think I will. Yes, go. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh my gosh, she left her purse. You know what that means? Oh my God, she's driving without a license. That's illegal. Well, for my baby's sake, I think I'm gonna let this one slide.
What do you guys make of our viewing party?
Yeah.
You guys like the show?
Yeah,
I do. I like the show. I've always liked the episodes I watched. I just haven't gone through and watched them all.
Ah! There's some really great ones. Yeah.
There's so many. There's an AIDS episode.
Yes, like it's really heavy, but to get into it.
There's a episode where Suzanne's friend's a lesbian.
Oh yes,
Yes.
the other beauty queen.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
There's the one where she dates the blind guy.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
You guys had fun.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for letting me join you.
I love your voice. Everyone say bye, everyone. Bye. We have time.
Do you have time for one more? Do you guys want to watch one more?
You want to watch one more?
I'm off to the ride.
Yeah?
I'm ready to go.
Well, did you have an idea of which one you wanted to
I do like Last Song to See a lot.
Well, okay. That was one on your list. Yes.
What else is there?
I forget.
The one where she has to get back the crown.
Ooh.
That one's pretty good.
I'm following. Okay, let's see.
That one's pretty good.
Suzanne Sugarbaker was never Miss Georgia. Excuse me. I personally saw her walk down that runway 15 years ago. She had on a red velvet cape, rhinestone crown, and a banner. Now you tell me, what was she?
A clerical error. I truly wish that I could have told her myself, but I feel confident that she will rise to the occasion with the true dignity and graciousness of all our girls. Excuse me, Miss Dickers. Do you by any chance remember Suzanne? No, I was still in South Carolina in '75. Why do you ask? Nothing. No reason.
Just killing all the right people, that's the AIDS episode.
Oh.
As far as I'm concerned, this disease has one thing going for it. It's killing all the right people. Imogene, I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to move your car. Why? Because you're leaving. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the only thing worse than all these people who never had any morals before AIDS are all you holier-than-thou types who think you're exempt from getting it. Well, for your information, I am exempt. I hadn't lived like these people, and I don't care what you say, Julia Sugarbaker. I believe this is God's punishment for what they've done. Imogene, get serious. Who do you think you're talking to? I've known you for 27 years, and all I can say is, if God was giving out sexually transmitted diseases to people as a punishment for sinning, then you would be at the free clinic all the time.
Maybe I don't want to end with that. It's too sad. I want to see what's the fun, happy stuff.
There's, do you remember any of the episodes with some of the new girls?
Just like little bits of.
Yes, I do like the other ones better.
I do.
Because the replacement, Suzanne, is not as funny.
Julia Duffy, she played Allison.
Allison, yes.
Yes, but then they let her go after her one season.
Julia, just so you know, the next time you see your lawyer on company time, it's going on your record.
Allison, just so you know, the next time you speak to me in that tone of voice, you're going to the moon.
And they replaced Allison with PJ.
Morning, y'all.
Hi, PJ.
Hey, nice duds. Who went shopping?
Oh, that's what Julia's wearing to the Women's Art League fashion show that she and Mary Jo are doing this afternoon.
I so admire you, Julia, taking a chance, walking down that runway. With your history and all.
Who brought you up to speed on my history?
Oh, shoot, Julia, that was on CNN, C-SPAN, all the C channels. It's not every day that a respectable businesswoman broadcasts her derriere to assorted dignitaries.
Carlene was more of a Charlene replacement.
Right.
You suffer from PMS?
Well, actually, back home, we call it FTS, fixing to start. And then when it finally arrives, you say, your cousin's visiting. Remember? And that's why it was so funny this morning when Anthony said that Julia's cousin was visiting. I thought that Julia was fixing to start. And then you showed up.
And then the stories change, are not topical anymore.
Yeah.
It's
It's just not. Yeah, I like the topical.
Yeah, love the topical. So,
Incredibly elite bona fide blue blood. Yes, that one's pretty good. Big what? Big city?
The Big Circle. After Reese dies,
Oh.
Suzanne helps Julia plan to get a cruise.
There was some really funny parts in that episode.
Only to have a client to rub in her doorstep.
Yes.
Place to stay. That was a really sad one.
Yes, but there was that one
very
scene. Okay, like what? I like that over Blue Blood.
You want it really? Okay.
What do you want?
In the last season, Julia, and it's called Mary Jo versus the Terminator.
Yes.
Julia and Mary Jo just go head over head. And it was a very nice episode to have in the last season.
I want to vote for whatchamacallit.
For
either the Big Circle or the incredibly elite bona fide blue-blooded driving club. What do you guys think? Big Circle or bona fide blue blood driving club?
Yeah.
We don't know what those are.